Hello again. We are going to continue on to page 3 now. Page 3 talks about what is a sentence. So for the first part, we tried to figure out how to put words in a correct order so they could make good grammar sense. So now we're going to talk about, well, what is a sentence? What is it really, right? So the definition of a sentence is a group of words that expresses or makes a complete thought. It always begins with a capital letter and always ends with a period. So, our example is the earth revolves around the sun. Sorry. And it's just a sentence, right? Okay, so notice that the first letter in the first word of the sentence is capitalized. And there is a punctuation mark at the end. This is a sentence. A sentence has a subject and a predicate, or a subject and a verb. Revolves is my verb that tells me what is happening in the sentence. Earth tells me who or what revolves. This is my subject. If I had to separate the sentence, this would be my subject side. This would be my predicate side. So most predicates begins with a verb or with your verb, okay? Most cases, not all cases. There are some different rules that we follow as we get up in the older grades, but for 4th and 5th grade, all of your subject and predicate parts will be separated by your verb being the first word in your predicate. So, right A says, use the following words in sentences so they will make a complete thought. And remember to begin each sentence with a capital letter. We have to remember that the capitalization sign, if we forgot to capitalize something, it's 3 underlines. If we forgot to insert a period, it would be our insert sign. We will talk about those as we go on and in more detail a little bit later as well. So, but do not forget to capitalize your first word and do not forget your punctuation mark. These will cause you to lose points on quizzes and tests, okay? Because a sentence is not complete unless it meets those rules. Okay, so right A gives you a couple of words and it wants you to finish adding on to those words so that you can express a complete thought. You can do those exercises. Right B says on notebook paper, write 3 interesting sentences using as many of the 9 words that are there as possible. Those get very interesting, guys. If you can use all 9 words, you must be a phenomenal writer. And for right C, kind of like we did in the first part on page 2, you're going to write either the number 1, 2, or 3 for the order of the words that are there to tell me how it makes sense or what order should it be in so that it would make good sense. For example, number 1 says, a poor little mouse then there's a dash and it says the fierce cat. And then the last part says, has eaten. So, you are going to use the numbers 1, 2, or 3 to tell me what order should this go in. So right now it says, a poor little mouse the fierce cat has eaten. Does that sound right? Proper grammar? Not in our terminology, it's not the way we speak today, right? Okay, so something's out of order. We know that something has been eaten, right? Would the mouse eat the cat or the cat eat the mouse? Okay, so we would say this would probably come first. The fierce cat did what? Has eaten a poor little mouse. So this would make better sense, right? So we will put numbers on top of the section of words in the order that it should appear to make a good sentence, okay? Any questions, guys? Let me know.